Hi Taurus, good morning. I saw some of you waiting for your reading. This is your weekly love reading for January 26th to the 31st. Now you know I'm not going to leave you guys out and last because, you know, I forgot about you. Never, no. I always know I have to do your reading. I always take into consideration how I'm feeling. I really wanted to be, you know, rested to do your reading, straight up. Then I saw some comment also saying, where's Taurus? So here I am with my coffee. First things first, didn't even have breakfast, okay? But I'm not a big breakfast person anyways. Let's light some incense. Let's get started. You know that my readings usually, it's the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck for a full Celtic cross. And then I clarify with the Romance Angels and the Whispers of Love Oracle cards. Now I know this is for the 26th to the 31st, which means we missed a day. So I'm going to throw in also the relationship message for the Colette Baron Reid Oracle cards. Let's get started. I'm going to light some incense. Please have some patience, guys. You guys are like one of my favorite signs, okay? It's like you and, well, there's a few, but not many. So really, I'm not forgetting. It's not because, you know, I'm not looking at views. I'm not looking at like who's supportive. I know you guys are trying to, you know, make that time for you guys to make sure that it feels right, because I want to give you a good reading. Okay, let's clean up this energy. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 26th to the 31st. I'm going to request a positive message, something that serves for Taurus's best interest. For the Tauruses who have things going on in their romantic life, who need to hear this message, who need this information, those it will benefit the most. Those who are trying. Not that Tauruses don't try, they always try. Let's get started. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 26th to the 31st. Positive message, please, for my Taurus people. What's going on in their romantic life? Okay, I'm only going to take, I'll take it. Okay, the Sun. Sun is about, you saw the truth in a situation, clarity. You see everything as it truly is, no illusions. Also, very successful, happy card of illumination. It's about joy, happiness, success. You've got this Page of Wands here and this big Ace of Wands. This is the Watcher card. This is someone watching you, seeing what you're about, sizing you up. Looks like from a little bit of a distance there. Someone you don't really speak to often. This is them collecting their information before they decide what they want to do. And then we have this Ace of Wands. Also, so they're very passionate. It seems like after they've collected this information and been watching you, they've become very, very interested. Okay? I'm going to put those away since there was two piles. And then again, we got the Chariot on the bottom. Could be a Cancer. But it's basically speaking to the Kingmaker card, going out to battle with conviction and confidence, knowing that you are going to get what you want, because victory is assured. Then we have this other pile. Beautiful. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the Lover's card. 10 of Pentacles is that full commitment to not only your husband, your wife, your kids, whatever. It's the kingdom, the people, your last name, lineage, your future generations. The 10 of Pentacles is the full completion of the Pentacles. The 6 of Wands is about, again, with victory. Coming home to victory. And she's got this wreath around there, this person. And there's only one note of caution with this is when you are enjoying your success. Don't be cocky. Don't be overly confident because it will not work in your favor. Just be, you know, a dignified happy about the success. Also, it could speak to, in love and romance, winning your freedom. Okay? Here is the Lover's card, 6th card in the Major Arcana, which is a major influence. And that could be a Gemini in your life. But really, it speaks to a love interest. okay? Or possibly a choice to make in love and a need to, you know, realign yourself to be aligned with your subconscious, self-conscious, and your spirit consciousness, if we're going to take it there, okay? Again, with the Watcher card on the bottom. So let's shuffle for Taurus. You know I don't like to have a whole bunch of cards out. I want one card out, and that's my sign. And if it's not popping out like I like, then I will end the shuffle. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 26th to the 31st. Please, can we please get a positive reading for Taurus? What's going on in love and romance? We're talking about their romantic lives. Guys, this is not a general reading. You know I'm going to have the general readings. The bi-weekly generals are like an hour long for everything and anything that comes up. That's on the 1st of February, as well as your monthly love reading, as well as your weekly love readings, all popping out on the 1st of February, okay? Or around the 1st of February. So, this is a romantic love reading. This is a love and romance reading for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 26th to the 31st. There we go. That's the sign. Okay, Taurus. We're starting off with the Nine of Swords. We're not going to get worried that it's a negative card because things often flip around. Magician on the bottom. Okay? This is the situation. We'll talk about the meanings after. Challenged by Seven of Swords. Okay. Consciously, King of Pentacles. Subconscious, Seven of Pentacles. Recent past, Five of Pentacles. Recent future, King of Swords. You right now, Temperance. Around you, Two of Swords. Hopes and fears, Queen of Wands. Outcome, the Emperor. See? See how that turns around? Beautiful. Okay. So basically, some relationship that you've been in has been causing you lots of anxiety and stress. I see this Nine of Swords. It's sleepless nights, taking up a lot of your mental space, okay? Just off the bat, let's look at the major arcana and the minor cards, okay? This is 1, Temperance, Emperor, 2, and the Magician, 3. So you have 3 major arcana cards, meaning major secrets. And so these cards will have a major influence. These influences of the bottom of the deck, the outcome, and you right now are fake cards. Strong influence. The rest of this stuff is all free will, okay? Easily changeable. Once you look at it, you know, I know you have the common sense to see and, you know, tweak where you need to work on things if it resonates for you. And then you can change this kind of worrisome energy here. So this situation is saying whatever the situation you're in has been causing you strife and worry and sleepless nights and anxiety. Okay, swords are about Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and it's about mental activity, thoughts, the intellect. Now, I'm just going to say off the bat, because I see this King of Swords going into the future, and we saw the Gemini card, the Lover's card pop out earlier, right? So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius rule over the Suit of Swords. So I feel like possibly there's a Gemini because it popped up so often and because there's so much swords activity here because it popped out earlier. I feel like it could be a Gemini who's causing you problems. But let's keep going. So basically you've got this situation, stressful, okay? Almost over. Just remember, just because it's a 9 of Swords or a 10 of Swords, it doesn't mean you're free. You're free to now, you know, it's going to immediately, the cycle's over, you're done, and now you move on. Because people often, you know, even if it's a tower moment and the whole castle breaks down into rubble, they'll still hold on to that fucking rubble and be like, okay, I'm going to stay here because this is what I know. Just like the 10 of Swords, something terrible happens and it really should be the ending of the relationship, and it will be, but you prolong it and you dabble back and you go into 9 of Swords, go back to 10 of Swords, and you go back to 8 of Swords, and then one day you have like a 5 of Swords, not so bad, and you stick to this negative situation. Because of that, I'm just saying, when you see a 9 of Swords here in the situation, don't go backwards. The one thing about this is that, you know, the cycle, when it's 9 of Swords and it goes to 10 of Swords, it should be completed. Meaning, like, you know, you're eventually going to break up. So don't prolong it by going dabbling back and forth and staying a little bit longer, then thinking everything's working out a little better the next day. That kind of energy. So just wanted to say that. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Sleepless nights, staying up, stressed out, anxiety. Just about done when the 10 comes, right? But your challenge is Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is called the Lord of Unstable Efforts, this card. Basically, there's two ways that I look at this card, okay? One is in, obviously you see some sneaky behavior and deceit. This man is going off and carrying all these swords. One is on the ground, okay? These are all the different kinds of truths of different people. It's something where you're collecting this information and something's been done where, you know, they're sneaking off. With the Seven of Swords, it's like, with this deceit, you could know about it, and it's something where, you know, it's kind of like when someone's doing something shady to you, something sneaky to you, and you can't prove it yet. So you have, you know, your eye on them and you're watching what they're doing so that, you know, when the time comes when it's blatant and you can really pin them to the wall, well, this is what you did, that's when you act. So Seven of Swords doesn't have a dramatic, like, you know, you're going to check this person right away kind of energy. It's the energy of the process of sneaking away with something that's not theirs, right? Seven of Swords also, because it's called the Lord of Unstable Efforts, speaks to after you leave a sad situation with the previous card, like Six of Swords, going overseas to a new land, trying to start a new life. This Seven of Swords is that when you're trying the first attempts to start fresh, the wobbly legs, you know, the shaky start, a little bit unsure. In that sense, it's not a negative card, okay? Because everybody has a shaky start in anything they do, unless you're born with, like, you know, I don't even know, man. Like, anybody who's doing anything new has a shaky start. So don't feel any way about that. That's completely natural. Okay, so it's saying here, you're worried, full of anxiety and stressed out and in a crappy mind state here, okay, because of some situation that's been done where there's, the challenge is this deceit, stealing away of power, and, you know, your challenge is like also with the unstable effort to get out of it. Okay, so you need to make the effort to leave this situation now, because even if it's an unstable effort, it's better than staying in this Nine of Swords energy, right? Because you'll always learn along the way. There's no reason why you need to be scared to start fresh because you think, like, you know, oh, it's going to be overwhelming. Consciously, you got King of Pentacles, and subconscious, you got Seven of Pentacles. So your mind state and your mind in your, you know, daily consciousness, whatever, how you go about things day to day, and your subconscious when you go to sleep, all the hidden feelings, they're both very good. This is earth energy, right? That's you, Taurus, King of Pentacles. On the bottom, Seven of Pentacles. Consciously, when it comes to love and romance, your focus is on your kingdom. Your focus is more centered towards community, your love for your family, your love for having the entire package, not in a, you know, the difference between a King of Pentacles and, let's say, a King of Cups, or the 10 of Pentacles versus the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups, because it's about emotions and heart, it's more about like a one-on-one kind of completion. Like you meet somebody, you love them dearly, and you're their dream come true, and they're your dream come true, and you're happy anywhere in the world. You make a beautiful home, and you just chill and happy on your own. That's your completion. When you get into the material world with the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, there's more responsibility associated with the Pentacles. Not so much one-on-one kind of true love energy, but like you have a lot of requirements of what your relationship has to be like. They have to be like, your community is important to you, your traditions are important to you, your culture is important to you. This is what I get from the King of Pentacles. So focus for your relationship is more like, I want someone who fits into the whole complete package of what I want. I want them to back me up. I want them to be a go-getter. I want them to be strong on their own. I want everybody to be working at their best to manifest the best life for everybody involved. Like, I mean, not just your family, you know, and not just your future, you know, generations to come, but your community, but your culture, you know, all of that, traditions. This is what King of Pentacles kind of represents. So your focus is kind of, if someone is expecting you to be airy-fairy and, you know, oh, I'll give up anything for you because I love you so much, right? That's not the King of Pentacles. Not at all. Okay, so that's how your mind state is. At the foundation, you got 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles in the subconscious here is like, you know, you have been from seed growing something. This is the farmer here with the garden. You've been putting loving care and energy into cultivating this material relationship, whatever it is in the material world, what you've been cultivating, okay? Working hard. And you know it's almost time to reap the rewards. So you feel hopeful, excited, waiting, patient. Because you know you're almost at the point when you can really get things going, because your focus is on manifesting for your entire kingdom. Not just for, you know, love, romance, all of that. Your love life and your culture, your tradition, all that, it's like this. There's no like, love is blind, okay? The King of Pentacles, no, love's not blind, okay? And then the recent past, you got 5 of Pentacles. The recent past is a lack of faith, a lack of funds, lack of trust, okay? Generally, it could speak to this church here, and this person is outside of this church. So, you know, you could take it as, you know, people will say they're so lacking in faith that they don't even see that there is support right behind them. Now, I don't see it that way because I don't think anybody can miss an entire church, because it doesn't look like this person's got band-aids and bandages on his freaking eyeballs where he can't see that, right? He can see there's a church. Like, you can know, what, does this person knew? Like, somebody just picked him up by the head and dropped them off in front of a church where they didn't know what's going on around them and they just stayed with their eyes closed? Like, that's kind of ridiculous to me. I feel like they know. Yes, there's comfort in the sense of there's warmth, there's food, there's shelter in this institution. But they're outside. Why are they outside? Look at how they're like this. It even looks like they're enjoying the snowflakes on their face sometimes in certain 5 of Pentacles cards. That is my card. How it resonates for me is that sometimes you don't believe in the institution. You're not down with what they stand for. And so you are purposely rebelling and staying outside of it, knowing it's harder. But that's something Taurus people will do. If you believe in something with your heart, wholeheartedly, you will take the more difficult road because you don't believe in this. Like, you lost faith in this, right? It's a lack of faith, lack of trust. So in relationships, how it translates to love and romance is that in the recent past, because you had lack of faith, lack of trust, you have completely been out in the cold. You've put yourself out in the cold. You haven't been focused on that at all. If you see in love and romance, you've got pentacles, pentacles, pentacles in your mind, in your dreams, in the recent past. You've been focused on your coins. You've been focused on the material world, not so much the lovey-dovey stuff, because you didn't have faith in it, okay? It could be the institution of marriage, whatever institution it stands for, basically having a lack of faith, lack of trust in this. So, goes into the recent future. You got this King of Swords. This King of Swords, I am feeling, right, with this layout, this spread here, that this is like a shit disturber. Why I say that is because it's not like there's cups around him and, you know, wonderful qualities or some lovey feelings. And, you know, I see antagonism. I see stress causing people conflict. And it's because of this asshole, right? Like, you see this King of Swords here. He's got a sword of truth, victory, and clarity. Now, the King of Swords is a person, someone who uses logic and reason. Okay, in that way, maybe you're manifesting that energy to now, in the past where you were lacking faith, people were messing with you, you were losing sleep over this. So in the recent future, you're like, okay, let me tap into my inner air sign here, okay? Let me find this logical, reasonable place to think and process information from and not get overly emotional because I need to keep a cool head. So that could be you in that way with your sword of victory, truth, and clarity, okay? King of Swords is someone who could be working as also the professions of like law or a doctor or things along that line, communications, IT, okay, whatever. And as an energy, also, it could be of a person, who is a divorcee, a single dad energy, okay? Whereas the difference between I always say the difference between the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups is like Queen of Cups is white wine, Queen of Pentacles is red wine. It depends on how, that resonates for you, excuse me. And then you got here King of Swords and King of Pentacles. Both very logical, very reasonable, established energies. Only difference is King of Pentacles is very earth-centered, grounded energy where they care about their community and their kingdom, where they want others to do well as well. King of Swords is more like on an intellectual level, like, look at me, this is what I've accomplished, this is who I am, I stand on my own, and, I'm enjoying my... It's a little bit less of a community vibe, okay? Put it that way. So whatever that resonates for you as, whether it be a person, a divorcee, a single father, you trying to be logical, reasonable right now, take it as it resonates for you, okay? In the you right now, you've got the Temperance card, and that means I feel like now, if it's about you using now your logic and reason and cool head to deal with this situation, I feel like you right now, you're in temperance mode. Temperance is where you're learning that you have to calm down, be patient. Things are working out in divine timing. This is a fate card. And it's got a positive kind of energy to this, okay? Where it's basically saying that, you're doing some healing, you're taking care of your body, you're taking care of your mind, you're doing the things you need to do to stay healthy and grounded and positive. This is the kind of energy where you're not getting, you're making sure that your environment is peaceful and that you have that time to recharge, okay? Around you, the energy of someone around you or your energy, surrounding energy for you, it's Two of Swords. And Two of Swords to me always speaks to kind of being stuck. Stuck because until this lady here who's blindfolded makes a decision, there's two swords, two decisions. What's she going to do? So Taurus, that speaks to there needs to be a decision made. Whether someone is making a decision about you or you need to make a decision about someone, until you make that decision or until they make that decision, okay, more so you, I would say, that things won't get moving. But the good news is you did go down, right? From the Nine of Swords, things calm down. Your challenge is just like wobbly, shaky legs here to start fresh here. You see what's going on. You're going to keep a cool head around you. Now you're like, okay, since I tapped into my inner King of Swords, I've been taking care of myself. I need to now really, from a calm, centered place, make a decision about this. Your hopes and fears position here is the Queen of Wands. Could be representing the signs of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Does not have to be. We'll just put that on one, on the side there for one of the meanings. It's an older woman. This is someone, because of Wands, Wands represents male fire energy, but this is the Queen of Wands. And all of the court cards for the Wands are people who are extremely confident, outgoing, attractive, magnetic, passionate. This Queen of Wands is someone who's deeply psychic and intuitive as well. If, you know, this is your hope here, take it, it's a hopes and fears position. Take this as it resonates for you. I'm just telling you that the Queen of Wands is someone who is like this, okay? You could be hoping to manifest this energy, and I feel like maybe that is the case because you end up in the outcome with the Emperor. These two cards, and I always say the cards in relation to where they are situated in the spread has significance. When you see the Emperor and the King of Pentacles next to each other, it's extremely powerful. Okay, you've got whatever time you took to figure things out, it's worked for your best interest because now the Emperor, ruled by the sign of Aries, is more fire energy. You're hoping to manifest the Queen of Wands? Well, you got the Emperor, okay? This is a fake card. Major power, major influence. Emperor is all about power, being your own boss, leadership, taking control, fire energy. In love and romance, the Emperor, because this is a romantic reading, even though I'm getting so much like, you know, air sign conflict stuff going on here. At the end of the day, outcome with the Emperor is someone, aside from being the boss and the leader, and, you know, it's like this is Mars energy. Aries energy, the kind where you go into battle, you are like the male fire power creative energy, okay? In love and romance, the Emperor is someone who's very traditional. They believe in courting and wooing and sending love letters and being consistent like that, and eventually, because they have so much clout and because they have so much power and they have so much, like both of these cards, King of Pentacles and the Emperor, is like, the Emperor is like King of Pentacles on steroids, okay? What it's speaking to is both of these people are very traditional. Both of these people care about their kingdoms. Emperor in a bigger way, more powerful energy. So it feels like, you know, they're both very much in the, this is my empire, this is my kingdom. You boss up, big time. In love and romance, whatever you're trying to manifest, it's like you can do anything. Look at this Magician. You could do anything. You know it. You have all the tools you need to be, let's just take a peek underneath. Queen of Pentacles. See? Queen of Pentacle energy. You got all the Pentacle court cards here. So I feel like you are completely going to be empowered in this outcome, this situation. However that Emperor resonates for you, okay, whether you're going to be the boss of a situation, whether you come into a leadership position, whether you are, you know, going after somebody that you have your eyes set on, you know, that's your card. Oh, there's three. Okay, well, I have no choice. I'm going to read them for you. Clean it up on the bottom. Yeah, this is this mess that needs to be cleaned up. Okay, so let's talk about it. Here we got regeneration. And you can see from this fire that, you know, crispified this plant, this tree over here, it's got this divine light coming and regrowth, a fresh start, a new beginning. Just like this nastiness that was here, and abuse of power and sneaky mischief, deceit, unstable effort, stress, you cool it all the way down, get yourself centered and realigned, and then you just come back into your power big time. I'll read these cards to you. The tribe, you see, what was he saying? This is all about, this is long giraffe, sorry, long neck. It always sticks out to me. This is the giraffe mother here and a baby giraffe. And that also speaks to me about when you see giraffes, they're known for having long necks. Long neck giraffes, well, if you kind of get, you get this kind of feeling of class, you know, the class system kind of like snootiness. I'm not saying in a bad way. That's fine. If you think you're all that in a bag of chips, that's fantastic. It's healthy. As long as you're not overly, like, you know, abusive with that. But these two giraffes here, and then you've got the tribe. This is all about taking care of your community and your people. This is what's important to you. This is what I was talking about, right? With the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. You're not in it just for the airy-fairy. You have responsibilities. You feel the responsibility in a very earth sign grounded way for not just yourself, but your family, your loved ones, your community, your culture, your traditions, and then eventually the world at large. You're that kind of person. Okay, I'll read it though. And then on the bottom, all that glitters. And that has a different kind of meaning as well. We'll read all three of them. So let's go through it. It's kind of exciting. So we have the tribe. We'll put the tribe next to the emperor and put this here, all that glitters. And we'll put regeneration there. All right. I have a book here somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to read the tribe first, number 8. It says the essential meanings: community, belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. The Oracle's message: this card signals a new affiliation with a group. Humans are social creatures, and we need to know we are useful to our tribes, families, and communities. In a tribe, everyone has an important function and feels, I matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging, of kinship, and of purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. I'm going to turn the music down a bit. Perhaps you are part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its form or focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. Emperor. No matter your position in the tribe, your presence is needed. The relationship message here is you're discovering the essential qualities that you share with another, and perhaps also those you don't share. These are times when you follow and the other person, there are times when you follow and the other person leads, and times when you lead and the other follows. The appearance of this card points to the importance of learning the proper dance between you and another. Accepting the truth that everyone has flaws is part of that dance. Yet you are also being asked to be aware of the dynamics that you don't want to repeat. You're in the perfect place to make changes together. Okay? Next, I'm going to read number 16 because it goes by number 8, 16, and 46. So I'll read it in the numbers orders. So the next message is all that glitters, number 16. It says, the essential meanings is, I need to see beyond the superficial. The desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. Trying to be something you're not. Chasing after every sparkly new thing. Being mercurial. Mercury also rules over Gemini and Virgo, okay? And that's Mercury is the planet that is about the intellect, processing information, all that, which rules over the Suit of Swords, okay? So when it's saying you're being mercurial, this may be your energy because of lack of faith. That's why these oracle cards help, because it's saying not chasing after every sparkly new thing and being mercurial, right? Okay. The oracle's message: it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. would you still desire the object or person? So the relationship message is, sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine. Taurus, that's okay. That's a beautiful message because, Taurus, we do like to, see some luxurious, wonderful things in the sign of Taurus, right? But it's just saying, like, if you're someone who likes shiny things, pretty people, the trappings of success, because there's a lot of pentacle energy, right? Even the way you look at love and relationships with the King of Pentacles. Yes, it's about the tribe, but you also have it's about what glitters as well. It's saying, look, the best part of this is look with the eyes of the heart. Whoever it is that you're dealing with, would you want them if they had nothing? If all their shiny stuff was gone, would they still be all that to you? And also, if you didn't have all the shiny things, would you still be all that regardless? Right? Which is the goal, right? So number 46 is regeneration. Let's read that. It says, essential meanings: rebirth, second chances, new opportunities. The Oracle's message: second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful, growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. Your relationship message: the world is based on connections and relationships. Speaking to the tribe again. No matter what losses occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. Fantastic. Okay. Now, let's pull some oracle cards from Whispers of Love and Romance Angels, starting with Whispers of Love. Can we get one card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 26th to the 31st, please? What's going on for Taurus? Can we get one card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 26th to the 31st? That's it. On the bottom, it's be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. So that's to speak with loving words. Whoever you're in a relationship with, and if you're not in a relationship with someone, it's to, by law of attraction, to give the love that you want to receive. I don't have to tell you guys that because you're Taurus. You already know this. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. And that's you right now, right? With this Temperance card. Remember, I was speaking to taking care of your mind, your body, eating healthy, making sure you're in a peaceful state. So let's talk about it. You're already doing it. It's just kind of a validation to say, yeah, that is the right way to go right now. Rest and relaxation is essential. So put that over here. Let me read that to you. It's very short. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. We are at our best when we balance all aspects of our lives. Love yourself and the people in your life enough to create an environment that allows everyone the opportunity to take care of their needs. King of Pentacles, right? When we are rested, we are at our best and able to fully appreciate all that life offers. Taurus, all it's saying is, please take care of yourself. You know, you already know, we already know. You want to take care of everybody, right? Just take care of yourself and rest. When you're rested, you know, your Taurus Venus power is at its maximum. It's just saying that you need to take care of yourself, and you already know this. All right, one last card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 26th to the 31st, please. One card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 26th to 31st. That's it. Beautiful. Love it when that happens. Thank you. On the bottom, we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay? But the card that we got, you deserve love. You are lovable. Let me read it. I'll put it over here. Okay, the romance angels are cheering you on in your quest for great love by letting you know that you deserve it. As a child of God, or whatever you believe in, you're naturally a loving and lovable person, as is everyone. You have the right to be treated with kindness and respect by everyone in your life. If you've had harsh life experiences, you may have blamed yourself and felt unworthy of receiving affection. This card is a reassurance that you do deserve it. You're a beautiful being of the divine's pure love and light. No matter what any person has said or done to you, and no matter what happened in the past, God's handiwork, or whatever you believe in, can never be undone. The more you affirm, I am lovable, I am loved, I am loving, the more this experience comes true for you. Affirmations help you believe spiritual truths at a deep unconscious level. This in turn allows you to attract loving people, relationships, and circumstances, and you definitely deserve that. Okay, so Taurus, what that tells me is basically when I look now at this Five of Pentacles in the past and this Nine of Swords energy in the situation, challenged by the Seven of Swords, the reason you didn't have faith, the reason you shunned the institution of, like, let's say marriage or relationships or whatever, okay, in love, because of a lack of faith, lack of trust, right? Why do we have lack of faith and lack of trust? Why are we non-committal? Why do we not commit to love? Because I see here you're committed to your community, to your tribe, to your people, to the culture, to your traditions. I see that. That's your motivator. In your romantic life, though, do we see cups, Taurus? We do not see cups. Okay, so this is a message for Tauruses who need to hear this. And this is about a rebirth where when this is happening, just like this Emperor energy, so many people are going to be attracted to you because of this new power, new birth. You're going to have to beat them off with sticks, okay? That's not the problem. The problem is you don't have faith and trust and love. So it's saying you have to really at a subconscious level be open, and even if you think you're confident, there's something in you that's Five of Pentacles about love and relationships. So it's saying affirmations help on a subconscious level. You are lovable, you are loving, and you are loved. Which is probably all true, right? But due to past experiences, it's left you in this like negative headspace about relationships where you have been a rebel and staying out of them on purpose. Okay? It's saying time to stop. Whatever you're around, the other thing about Five of Pentacles is when you have a lack of faith in love and romance or in like a meaningful relationship, okay, because you don't trust it, maybe, you know, because of your past experiences, what ends up happening to people who pull Five of Pentacles in love and romance reading is they literally have like no cares about trying to manifest something deep. They're always on to the next one. They're always like a player, right? So basically you're dealing with other people as well who are non-committal, and you're safe in that space. Always dealing with people who can't commit and you can't commit. So nothing ever will happen and you're safe and snug as a bug in a rug in that space. Saying it's time to break out of that now. And it's happening with this rebirth here. This major new phase of your life that's happening. It's time to embrace that. You're going to get a lot of options. When the options start pouring in, be mindful that all that glitters is not for you or what matters, okay? When you get these options, just remember, whoever it is that you're dealing with, if they had nothing, if they lost all their, you know, trappings of success, would they still be interesting? Would they still be on your level? Would they still be as attractive as you find them? Or is it all the hype and the trappings that make you? Is it the glitter, right? Also, taking it another way, make sure that when this regeneration happens, when all the success pours in, and it will, Taurus, it will. With King of Pentacles on your mind, and you don't even go to King of Pentacles. You boss up to the Emperor, okay? King of Pentacles on steroids. That's what the outcome is. When this happens, Taurus, please, please, also remember to stay grounded. Not that you have to be reminded because you're an earth sign, but don't lose yourself. Stay grounded and remember to be awesome in spite of the glitter of the newfound success. And then there's the tribe card. Because you're all about community and your traditions and those that you're responsible for, and it's earth energy. You care. You nurture the world with your earth energy, right? But in the meantime, in between time, please take time to heal, rest, take care of yourself. You're already doing it. That's what you need to do. While you're going out to conquer the world, okay, and do all these things, make sure you get your rest. Because you can't give 100%. Because you got big things going on. You can see that. These aren't little like baby cards here with the Magician, Emperor, you know what I mean? And the King of Pentacles, the Temperance card. There's major things going on. Major healing. Major regeneration. When I say regeneration, it kind of sounds boring. No, it's a major new phase. Okay, major new phase. Bringing new life, new blood, new energy, new success, new love interests, new options. All of it's going to come pouring in. That's why you have to be warned about all that glitters. Because if your life was dry, you wouldn't get this card, right? This is a warning to say, don't get caught up in that. And work on affirmations, because even though you're ruled by Venus, everybody still goes through shit. And they need to process it, and they need to come out of it, right? And anything that helps, why not? Try it. Affirmations. Try it so that on your subconscious level, it affects and creates change. This bottom card, we didn't even talk about it. The Magician, right? Yeah, we did actually. And the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. Basically having everything you need. All the potential to manifest anything. This is about the alchemist. Turning base metals to gold. Turning water to wine. Being able to manifest anything. You have the potential. The only thing that the Magician card requires is taking action. And these are action cards. So you don't even need to sweat that. You already are doing it. And you will do it. And you will succeed. Another thing about the Magician is just a little bit of warning there as well. There's a tricky vibe to the Magician where because you have this new power to do anything, do not manipulate other people in a way that like the ends justify the means. Like because you can, you do. Do you know what I mean? That's why you're also getting this all that glitters card comes up. Don't lose your morals. Don't lose yourself with the newfound success. You can have anything. I see that. You can have anything when this phase kicks in. Just make sure that you're above board still. Don't be sneaky. I'm not saying this is a very positive card. I'm just saying at the tiniest fraction of a warning here. To still be mindful of karma. Okay? And don't, just because you have the power to get what you want, don't just take whatever you want. Because it might hurt other people. Okay? That's it. So that's your reading, Taurus. Please check in for your other weekly love readings and the bi-weekly full hour-long general. Your reading went really long, but that's because I like you guys so much and I love you guys so much, so I did that. Okay? And I know you've been waiting. I apologize for the wait. Getting used to all these readings, you know, pumping them out and the time frame of how I need to do this. So please be patient and bear with me, but it's not because I don't recognize that you guys are one of the best supporters of this channel. It's not because I don't appreciate it. Love you guys. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye.